So if you've been following the channel, and I love you guys, grateful for every view, but we got to try to mix up the content to get some new people. But I am trying to do my best to be as honest and as forthcoming. So first, a little confession. It's not a major fact correct, but I think I was misunderstood in terms of relating the timeline with Nora and the McLaurys. And if you're just coming in, very briefly, Nora is, well, no nice way of putting it, a fake activist who has latched herself onto the anti Scientology movement, which she's not really a part of, but that's who she is. The McGlories are real activists. That's who they are. So if some people made the mistake, I don't know if they did, that basically the McGlories and Nora had a run in years and years ago, and they had a back and forth. And Nora admits she did some bad things, so give her that. But more recently, the McLaurys had some difficulties last year, and a GoFundMe was put up. Apparently, it wasn't them, but friends of theirs at the time. So that's how that goes. So some people may have misinterpreted what I said with Nora and the McLaurys, and we'll get back to that. I have no issue with saying I got things wrong or this is a mistake. But let's jump into the main thing with Nora and Zero Dark Tony. How to describe Tony? I guess you want to say he's a Hollywood guy who has been doing YouTube commentaries on various things, but for whatever reason, Aaron Smith Levin invited him in to do some commentaries on him and his friends because he was friendly to Aaron for a while, but then became more and more critical. And that's where Nora stepped in. Nora tried to protect Aaron. Doing a quick review, yeah, he kind of ignored Nora for a while, but apparently he wants to do some content on her. Nora was getting very angry, so they had a brief back and forth on her channel, and she promised to put Dark Tony in prison. And just yesterday, I guess this is yesterday, yeah, I'm a little tired. Please excuse me. Nora went on a crying fit. Why? Well, let's just get right to it. Apparently, Tony or one of Tony's fans found some damaging video on Twitter, and Tony did a commentary on it, and Nora's being preemptive damage control and saying, yes, the video is real. And I tried to find this. I couldn't find it yet, but I'm going to still search for it. And she apparently either lied or made a major mistake. Either way, she does take responsibility. She got something wrong, but Tony is to blame for, wait for it, stalking her. And what is stalking her? Stalking her is going through her old tweets. Like, I know Nora's not a legal expert. Really, she's not an expert on anything, but seriously, going through old tweets for a YouTube commentary is not stalking anyone. She should know that. I don't think even she's that dumb, but that's how she's framing it. Anyway, so in response, now Nora has eliminated her Twitter. And again, like Tony or don't like Tony, he seemed to confirm that on his channel. I tried double checking this. I couldn't find her Twitter. And I am semi-active on Twitter, and I have seen some of her tweets here and there. So it's nothing really impressive either way. Just a lot of liberal woke stuff, or they don't think she really believes that stuff, but that's what she pumps out. You know, I'm gay, proud to be gay, love gay, vote for Kamala, hate Trump, yada, 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 yada. So the tweets, at least the more recent ones, were kind of pathetic. But who knows, maybe there was more damaging stuff, but apparently that's all gone now. Although I don't think Nora realizes how Twitter or the internet works. Nothing is really gone, right? So if there is something really bad in her tweets, those things are there. They've been preserved. They aren't gone. So I don't know. But in any case, so Nora goes again to her paranoid crying fit. I will give her this though. She seemed genuinely disturbed. That brings me to two questions. One is that she's promoting this miracle cure, these shots, which apparently do all kinds of miracles on your nervous system. And she was literally bragging about this. This is not ancient history. This is like 2 days ago in her Disrupt video. She was like, I have taken these shots. Zero Dark Tony cannot affect me. And now she's crying, saying Zero Dark Tony is threatening her. Well, do these shots work or not work? Did she do the treatment the right way? I don't know, but she was bragging about how miracle cure they are. Apparently, they're not the miracle cure she was making them out to be. So that's kind of curious. Second of all, she's been doing this weird rampage of protecting Karen. And I will say this, when I tried to look her up, you don't get Nora anymore, but you do get Karen, because she's one of the few people that promoted Nora, which is ironic. And Karen's Twitter, at least, is not very offensive. There's a lot of things with animals and mothers and stuff like that. But I did find it hilarious that her pro Nora post shows Nora smiling like a crazed fanatic when she was in the Sea Org. Yeah, yeah. Now Nora's doing all this revisionism. Is like, I, I knew the evil, but I was trapped and yada yada, and I almost yada yada yada. But you can see for yourself, she's smiling like she's a convinced fanatic. So yeah, it's not looking too good for her. But that is her. I will try to find this mysterious Twitter video because Tony has put some very long commentaries about one is 5 hours, the other is 5.5 hours. I skipped through it, but I couldn't find anything, but I will look again. So that is it. So that was what the meltdown was about. Because even her own fans were like, what the hell is this about? I'm very confused. But she did get to the point that Zero Dark Tony is the evil demon guy. But what was the thing? Apparently some Twitter video. She's mad and frustrated. Her Twitter is gone now. So at least that part of the Nora Empire has been retired for a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see. But I would say she did seem genuinely upset. But not clear what we're upset about. Apparently, just people doing fact checking on her is getting her all kinds of upset. Well, the solution, of course, would be maybe you need to do a little less lying, and then we don't have to keep fact checking you, and we're both going to be happy. You know, I don't know. She does seem to be dedicated to carving out this weird fantasy version of herself as a superhero who's been saving us behind the scenes for decades. But we just now recently noticed that, oh, you were the superhero all along. You can say many things about Nora, but she is no hero. She's not done anything really heroic that I can point to. She's done many things that are villainous, but heroism, I mean, I guess surviving, yes, but a lot of people have trauma and survive. I have trauma and survive. I literally have real trauma and survive recently when I have this major injury, which is not at all small. But, and yeah, there is something heroic in that. You could just give up, but, I'm not going to call myself Superman for doing that, but that's me. But Nora's like, I am the most beautiful Super Wonder Woman, and Zero Dark Tony refuses to bow to me. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, I guess, but okay, well, I'll be patient. Maybe she actually does have something damaging on Zero Dark Tony. She keeps promising to show this damaging information, but I don't know. And Zero Dark Tony, to be fair and critical of him, he can be pretty brutal, no doubt about that. And he brags that people are sending him information. So I would say for both sides to de-escalate and calm down. That's me. But money is to be made. So, and I can't deny this, that Tark Tony has made me curious about what he has, as has Nora. So there you go. Life on YouTube. I'm curious about where we're going with all this, but it could be a lot of nothing. But at the moment, yeah, tensions are high and Nora's Twitter is gone. And that's where we are now.